First of all, I need to apologize for the delay. It's happening all around Europe, and Brussels is not an excuse or an island isolated from the European Union and our traffic problems, which we need to overcome. I hope that later on some of our colleagues will be able to join us. They are on their way, and it is our sincere wish and expectation that we will really create a mosaic of different perceptions of common challenge that is called Central Asia. We have many events in these days here in our building. I was just participating at the beginning of one conference that is dealing with Southeast Asia. But Southeast Asia is, to be honest, much more visible than Central Asia. And we simply need to pay much more interest for the development in this region. What I want to say at the early beginning, it is not correct and fair if we observe the Central Asia just from the energetic point of view. This can really disturb us and can mislead us to forget about basic stance and positions and values that we liberals are struggling for. It's about human rights, and it's about democracy, and it's about the market economy. As Jan already said, there are clans, there are dynasties that are trying to control everything. But to be honest, it is time now to do much more to create long-term stability. And there is no stability without democracy. In the cases where these family dynasties are controlling everything, at the end of the day, there is always an earthquake. But we want to see a predictable, stable, and fruitful societies and economies. Concerns for human rights in Central Asia should not be overridden by our energy policy. The second point that I want to underline is that we need to come closer to the Central Asia. It would be wiser and very fruitful for us if we are able to observe Central Asia from Istanbul. From that point of view, situation looks completely different. And this means that this part of Asia can really contribute to stability, not just of the region, but to stability of a much wider part of globe. I'm not talking just about energetic stability when Russia already promised and signed contracts that they are not able to fulfill. We simply need to do much more together, to aware that we have a lot in common. All these countries have the names finished by stan. Stan means state. And this state cannot be just countries. They need to be states. And to make states, there is a long path to make a state of law a reality. That's why we should encourage the reformist forces in these countries to do much more and to speed up these reform processes. I will come back to the energy supply in Europe. The lessons that we learned is that we cannot depend just on one source. We cannot be just strategic partners for Russian Federation. We need to diversify our cooperation. And in this respect, there is a lot of work for us to do in region of these 5 Central Asian states. I hope that during today's debate we will be able to tackle many of these sensitive and maybe forgotten or missed opportunities That's why our perception of Central Asia must be much more colorful and much more realistic, comparing with our predictions that were part of our perceptions so far. Thank you.